Welcome back to MusicalConman plays Spire. I'm not sleepy, you're sleepy. So, gonna boot up another run today. Last time we played The Silent, so we're gonna continue the rotation down onto Defect. So we got Ascension 3 with these two. Let's get these two up. So, I haven't really talked much about what the Ascension levels do, right? I've talked about them as difficulty levels, so if you play on normal mode, you're playing on normal mode, everything is normal. If you go to Ascension 1, elites happen more often. If you go to Ascension 2, normal enemy fights get more difficult, so they might have more health and do more damage when they attack. As we go up to Ascension 3, elite enemies also have deadlier attack patterns. As we continue to go up, there's new things at each Ascension level we'll discover as we get there. So, choose a card, always nice. Random relic, always common relic, always nice. Random rare relic could be nicer, or there's boss relic swap. Let's look at our map. Okay. So we are gonna have to fight an elite up here. No way around that. And we're gonna have to fight an elite here. So wow, 2 mandatory elites. So we could do 3 hallway fights, shop, an event, and an elite. Then we could do another bonfire and get to the super elite. If we go this way, we could do 2 elites, which we might want. But, do we want this shop here if we're thinking of going to this one here? But we might, if we're feeling frisky, we might do a super elite because, I don't know, Campfire Super Elite or Campfire Elite Elite. So that has one more campfire, that has a shop. I think either way, let's start here. We'll want to go to the shop to see if we can get some strong cards early. I'm going to take a rare relic. So the 7 max HP is kind of a hit, but I'm hoping we get something really good. And we got Tori. Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. This is indeed something really good in a lot of fights, so that's going to allow us to just take a lot less damage. So let's zap, let's strike, and do we want to dual cast? Next turn we're just defending, so let's keep those lightning orbs popping. So it attacks for 6 damage. So you can see this time, you see how this cultist has 4 ritual? On Ascension 0, it has 3 ritual, so it gets 3 strength every turn, and now it has 4. If we go up to higher Ascension levels, it will get, well, not soon, I don't know what Ascension level, but eventually it will get 5 rituals, so all of a sudden it starts gaining 5 strength every turn, so instead of attacking for 6, then 9, then 12, then 15, on Ascension 2 here it attacks for 6, then 10, then 14, then 18, and on Ascension, somewhere between here and 20, but certainly at 20, it's 6, then 11, then 16, then 21. So, spicy. But we're pretty good here. Either we'll draw damage to kill it or block. We have drawn damage to kill it. Thanks, lightning orbs. Okay, go for the eyes, claw, or rebound. Claw is such a meme. Go for the eyes is pretty good here. I might just want a rebound just as a attack common. I think go for the eyes is better than normal because of Tori. It'll be good against Guardian because it's got multi-attacks. Yeah, I think I can get a little more damage later on. So here, we can make it weak, full block, zap, and strike. So these lightning orbs are unlikely to do much, but what do you know? They broke through the block on that one. Give me a dual cast. Okay, pop that, and 16 damage will finish the job. I'll take a sweeping beam, area of effect damage, card draw, and most importantly, it's just a basic attack, and we need those. Well, let's head into the shop, see what we can get. So these relics are out of our reach. I would like a Doom and Gloom. Ball Lightning is really nice, though. We can't afford both. Can, C-A-N. Not can't. With Go for the Eyes and Tori, we're we've got a lot of defense options, so I think we can make a Doom and Gloom work. And Doom and Gloom makes Recursion good. Sorry, Ball Lightning, you're really good, but I want to try some Dark Orb shenanigans. Okay. Doop. Deep. Well, this does more damage than Strike. So Tora is going to be effective for the first time in this fight. Excited about that. And we just got to deal 15 damage, which we can do. Streamline. It's just a big attack. I feel like there are certain fights where we just need to have a Streamline. Unfortunately. Streamline is not the best attack common. Is it a common? Yeah, it is a common. It's not the best attack common, but we just need something. I'm okay blocking for 5 here, because then Torai will make it 1 damage, so thanks, Go for the Eye. So, we played Doom and Gloom. 2 energy, deal 10 damage to all enemies, channel 1 dark. So, lightning does damage every turn. Dark, it only does damage when you evoke it, so when it gets to the end, and it goes pop. But, every turn, it gets bigger and bigger, so just think of it as you're charging up this Dark Orb every turn until you can make a just big bam out of it. What do we got here? Zap, Recursion. So let's do that. Then we might as well just fully block, because this will go up to 18 damage. And Recursion will let us evoke our Dark Orb for 18 damage. Okay, Blessing of the Forge. Nice potion. And it'd be nice to have more damage, but early genetic algorithm is really good. So genetic algorithm, we've talked about it before. It's a 1 energy block card, gains 1 block, which is very bad, but every single time you play this card, it gets stronger for the rest of the run. This path is better. I like the campfire options. I would love to upgrade genetic algorithm, but we probably want to be able to deal damage to elites. So, okay, let's think about, there's 3 different elites we can fight, right? There's Lagavulin, the one that just waits around for a couple turns until it wakes up. There is... So that, you want to be able to do a bunch of damage, so I think that would be, we want to Doom and Gloom, get a Dark Orb going, and then pretty much just save the Dark Orb and block. So Go for the Eyes upgrade is good against Lagavulin. Gremlin Knob, it's the big red buddy that gains more attack every time you play skills. So for that, we wouldn't want to upgrade like Zap, for example, as a 0-cost upgrade. No good, because being able to play skills more just isn't helpful there. Go for the Eyes would be a good block thing there. Doom and Gloom is interesting. So Doom and Gloom would be a good upgrade against the Sentries, the 3rd boss fight, because it would deal 4 more damage to all enemies. Go for the Eyes would not be as good. I think Doom and Gloom upgrade is good against all 3 of them, because it's just... Against the first 2, we need the Dark Orb to kill them. Probably. So we're going to play this card just to get the Dark Orb, and so upgrading is good if we're going to play it. Against the 3rd one, the Sentries, just dealing 4 more damage to all enemies, is crucial, so we're going to upgrade that. Because I don't think our deck is very good at killing elites right now. Okay, this is good. We are unfortunately going to split it this turn in order to get the Doom and Gloom going, but that's okay. So, do we want to channel 1 dark and then 1 lightning, or 1 lightning and then 1 dark? I think we're going to have to block for a little while, but let's do Doom and Gloom and then Zap. I think we'll just like maybe dual cast that one, Recursion the other. So already we could Recursion, then dual cast to deal 24 damage with that dark, but I don't think that's good enough. I'd like to block. I could also use an upgrade potion here so that this blocks more and both of these are free and Streamline does a bunch of damage. I think this is a pretty good use for that. So we'll streamline, and I think we want to dual cast lightning and recursion the dark. So we'll take 10. We can make it weak. What's that card to defend? This is a good place to use Tori, although I would really love to stack genetic algorithm, but taking 7 damage, or 6 more, just to upgrade this card, I don't know. Let's block with Tori. I think we'll get genetic algorithm again. Okay, so now we can totally kill this thing, but I really want to play genetic algorithm if it's reasonable. So I could deal 16, 22, 25, leave it at 9 health, but I don't have, so it would die to Streamline or Doom and Gloom, or it would not die to 2 strikes. I really do want to play that genetic algorithm if I can, because 1 block is terrible, but 3 block is at least playable, and once we get it up to 5, it's better than defend. I'm going to take a shot at this. Sorry, Dark Orb. It's not your time. Okay, perfect. We got genetic algorithm and streamline. Warpaint is a nice thing, but let's see what we get here. Barrage is a nice attack, deals damage for our channeled orbs, and we don't have a lot of just basic attacks here. Go for the eyes and recursion we like, but we already have them in our deck, and I think we need front-loaded damage, so I'm going to take a barrage, and let's upgrade some stuff. Alright, defend upgrade is nice, zap upgrade lets us play more stuff. Do I think we are strong enough to fight a super elite? Yes. Do I think we're strong enough that I would rather fight 2 elites? Maybe, but I think an extra bonfire is pretty good. Since I'll tell you what I'll do. I think we're strong enough that I can afford to upgrade genetic algorithm instead of something that helps us more immediately. Bag of preparation, really strong relic. Our previous run we had a really good turn 1 with the help of this relic. Okay. So Doom and Gloom will totally kill this one, but defend is also nice, and Sweeping Beam gets it pretty low. We always zap, right? I think we can Sweeping Beam, defend, and do pretty well. We could do this for... So it's gonna do 1 damage. We could block that 1, or we could get a good strike in. Honestly, our defense game is pretty strong, but our offense game is kind of slow. I'd like to make sure that we kill this thing before it runs away. So we'll take 1 damage. Let's do some evocation. And do a little more damage. We're almost certainly going to kill next turn. Certainly going to kill next turn, and we are certainly going to get genetic algorithm. Not a bad fight. Ancient Potion can be useful, as we saw in the previous run. Ooh, I really like Glacier. Gain 7 block, channel 2 frost. It's just a very good, very efficient way to just get a ton of block. Okay, I really want a Glacier here to get that block going, but I don't think that block is going to last very long. And I don't think we're going to kill it without Doom and Gloom. So let's Doom and Gloom. Let's get this genetic algorithm out of our deck. I don't think we really want to play skills this fight. I think we just want to blast it. Is a zap worth taking a little damage? We probably have Go for the Eyes next turn. I could also play Recursion to get that Dark Orb ready for dual cast on the next draw through the deck. I think that's reasonable. I think I'm going to skip the zap because when we draw dual cast, we almost certainly kill it. So let's take 8. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Let's do this. So we're going to get hit a bunch here. And now I'm down to 27. but we're just hoping to draw dual cast. We have drawn dual cast. Cool. Pantograph is going to be really nice. It is a good rare relic. Lets you just at this campfire, even if we're worried about our health, we can still just upgrade a card and go into the boss fight with good health. Focus Potion, really nice with defect, and we get some rares. So, Fission, remove all of your orbs, gain energy, and draw one card for each orb removed. If we upgrade it, instead of remove all your orbs, it evokes them. So if you have a bunch of orb slots, you can draw a bunch of cards, play a bunch more cards. It can be good. Echo Form, Ethereal, the first card you play each turn is played twice. That can just be really powerful with so many things. So if you can afford to spend a turn, basically spend all your energy doing nothing, it's incredible. So, can't afford Toxic Egg, which is a shame. That's really good early, get a ton of upgraded skills. Heat Sinks, we only have one power in our deck, so I don't think that's a very good option. Let's remove a card. Usually want to get rid of a strike here, and I'm fine with that being the only thing we do. Upgrade. So the thing about Echo Form upgrade, it seems good, right? So Ethereal means if you don't play it the turn you draw it, then you don't get it again. That seems bad, right? But here's the thing. Echo Form is a pretty situational power. In boss fights, you might want it. In hallway fights, you might want to just kill the enemies as quick as you can. So actually, right now, Ethereal is kind of an upside for us, because if we're in a fight where Echo Form is not good for us, it exhausts itself out of our deck so we don't see it again. Go for the Eyes is a nice upgrade. 2 weak is really sweet. Glacier upgrade is just 3 extra block on a card we almost always want to play. But I think Go for the Eyes is going to be a little more versatile defense. Let's take an event. Unfortunate, didn't get one of the events we really like, but we can stack our genetic algorithm, and Doom and Gloom is just better than Streamline in this situation and many situations. Let's get that Dark Orb a little closer to the front and play Zap afterwards. So if we drew like Recursion, then Dual Cast, we could do pretty good next turn. Okay, it is attacking for an amount we can easily block, so we will do that. I wanted to play Sweeping Beam in case we drew something we liked. Let's recur and cast Duel. Fear Potion. Is that better than Artifact Potion here? Nothing in our deck really gives us a debuff. Well, nothing does. But we do have some big attacks. Let's get a Fear Potion. Ooh, Sunder. So that's just a big front-loaded attack. That said, with Doom and Gloom and Streamline, do we need a Sunder at this point? Nah. Double Energy, I don't think so. We could take another Go for the Eyes. I think with a couple of big attacks and with Dark Orbs for big finishes, we don't really benefit from a Sunder. It would have been great on like the first couple floors, but I'm okay skipping that, and it doesn't help us in this boss fight very much. Let's upgrade a... Barrage? Barrage is a pretty good upgrade. So if we have 3 orb slots full, which we probably will between upgraded Zap and having a Dark Orb and Glacier, those fill our orb slots pretty good. So this is just either 2, 4, or 6 damage, depending on how many orbs we've got full. Currently only have 3 orb slots. So let's upgrade that. Nice with Strength Potion and Vulnerable Potion as well. Okay. Do a little bit of damage. I could consider a Focus Potion for this fight, but I think we're going to be just fine against Guardian, especially with 52 health. I could Dual Cast to make it change phases this turn, but I actually don't want it to change phases this turn, because then it attacks next turn. I want it to not do much this turn, so that I could play Echo Form, question mark? 32 damage is a lot. So we would have 20 health. But I think we can beat this thing with 20 health, and the reason I would want to take a bunch of damage here is because if we use Echo Form on Genetic Algorithm, it increases it twice, permanently. Let's give it a shot. So next turn we have only attacks. That is a little scary. But, good news, that's actually fine, because next turn we're going to split it. Thinking about using a Focus Potion, maybe Fear, Strength, Vulnerable, because I've decided to pursue an aggressive strategy with Genetic Algorithm, which might mean I have to pursue a defensive strategy with my potions. I think Strength Potion is reasonable here, but it's going to block for a bunch. I don't think we can really break through its block, so 4, then 12, then another 15. Yeah, we're not going to break through that block. So let's just do this. Oh, right. We have Echo Form. I'm a fool. I should have done it with Streamline so that it would play twice and reduce its cost to 0. I did just take 32 damage to Echo Form. You'd think I'd remember I have it. Double Doom and Gloom is nice, but let's play Defend. Then we can afford to Doom and Gloom without worrying about taking damage. Next turn, hoping to get a Glacier or a Genetic Algorithm soon. And so we've got it down to 177. Next turn we can probably make it weak. We can probably recursion. We might be able to recursion a Dark Orb. So let's block for a Zillion. And get Glacier active. And then we'll get that Dark Orb a-rolling. So we have played our Genetic Algorithm. It's up to 18 blocked for 1 energy now. We like that. We did not draw a recursion, which is unfortunate. But 5 times 4 is actually 1 times 4 against Tori. Let's make it weak. It's actually the same effect. So 3 times 4 is also 1 times 4, but now it's going to be weak for 4 turns. We don't want to play the Zap Orb because we want to keep this Dark Orb. We do not want to get rid of it yet. We want it to keep getting stronger. Alright. Well, this seems like a pretty good turn. We can just... Oh wait, if we recursion, that'll play twice. We could also just Streamline. So that deals 30 damage. And then we just keep the Dark Orb where it is. Yeah, let's just Streamline, deal 30 damage. I don't really want... If I Sweeping Beam, I'm worried I could draw Dual Cast, which I don't really want to do. So we're just going to chill. Save our Dark Orb. We're going to embrace the darkness. Let's block for a bunch. Block for a bunch, and do a little damage. Keeping our orb, it is now up to 36. Defend here, thanks to Echo Form, is going to block for as much as we need. Go for the Eyes takes 1 damage to make it weak next turn, because we're currently blocked for 14, coming in for 12. I'm okay with taking 1 damage to make sure it's weak next turn. We can take 3 more damage to deal 18 damage, and then that's going to be at 42. So 42 times Dual Cast is going to be 84. So this is going to kill it for sure, and our health is fine. Alright, so took a little bit of a risk to play Echo Form there, but I think it worked out. Alright, we've got Seek, which is really... It's always kind of useful. You just find a card you want to play and you have it. Amplify is really great if you have powers you want to play twice, but right now the only power we have is Echo Form, and we don't have enough energy to play it. Amplify Echo Form. Meteor Strike gives you Plasma. Plasma gives you energy. Meteor Strike also costs 5, and without Snecko Eye or something else, it's just... You know, even if we got an energy relic, We have 4 energy maximum right now, so Meteor Strike is not really takeable at the moment. So Seek is useful. Seek just turns into a different card that you like. Okay, Runic Pyramid, Pandora's Box, or Philosopher's Stone. So energy at the start of your turn is nice, but I really love... Transforming Strike and Defend is a very mixed bag. It gets worse because we've already removed some strikes. Runic Pyramid is really nice with some of our deck. Runic Pyramid is really nice with Dark Orb synergies, because you can just keep that Dark Orb, you can dual cast when you need it. It's really nice with Go for the Eyes, because you can make sure that you weak on a turn where it's attacking, and it's really nice for Genetic Algorithm, because you can save your one huge block card until the turn where it's useful. So Runic Pyramid seems very nice here. On to Act 2. Alright, so this has some events. Let's see what the rest looks like. Elites. We could do 3 elites this way, and upgrade store, or we could do a zillion events. Well, let's start out with some events here and see what events we get, whether we like them. I will say, events are normally better in Act 2. There is a case to be made for taking hallway fights just so that we can genetic algorithm more often. Go for the Eyes will make this weak, and it's good at that. So we could take 6 damage to play Echo Form, or we could just get that Dark Orb channel. Do we want to take 6 damage to play Genetic Algorithm an additional time? I don't know about that. Our health is a valuable resource. So let's do that. Let's do that. And let's get... let's just get the front one lower on health and weak. So an Echo Form might be good now, because keeping it in your hand, like I was saying before, if you don't want to play Echo Form this turn, you don't want to play it the next time through your deck. But if you don't want to play Echo Form this turn, you might still want to play it later this fight. So this thing is going to attack us for 1 times 6. These things, if we can deal an attack damage to them 3 times, they will crash. So let's see if we can crash this one with Barrage. So Barrage deals damage for each orb, which is 2. Then we could Streamline, or we could just Strike Defend. We've got a Sweeping Beam coming up. We've got a Genetic Algorithm and Glacier. I don't think we're in a rush to deal damage as fast as possible. So let's just block a little bit more damage. Just blocking 2, basically. Okay. No Sweeping Beam yet. But we have a Zap and a Glacier. So that does a bunch of damage. And let's just defend here. Do a little more Lightning Orb. Alright. So that'll deal... it'll either kill one of them or get both of them low. And we can still Genetic Algorithm Defend to block the rest. Cool. Genetic Algorithm Defend. And you know what? I'll seek for a Zap. So that guarantees Sweeping Beam will kill that one. And we are more than set this fight. So 4 damage. Those birds can be very scary opponents. Recursion is good. We already have one. And with Runic Pyramid, we kind of want to just keep cards we really like. Beam Cell is a 0-cost card. 0-cost cards are really nice with Runic Pyramid. But do we really want to make enemies vulnerable that often? I guess Barrage is good. And we can play it on turn where we're going to play a lot of attacks. So let's do that. Okay. This is a very good event. We could remove a card, or we could upgrade 6 cards. So upgrade all strikes and defense. Just a really buff bonus. Face Trader. Do we want to guaranteed get some money, or take a gamble, see what we get from that? Guaranteed get some money is nice when we're going right up to a shop, but I just love trading faces. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but none of them are that bad. And some of them are decently good. We got a really good one. Extra gold from every question mark room, so we'll definitely go to this question mark room. Right before the shop. Okay, so this thing has artifact charges. Let's get rid of one of them. And probably just do a bunch of damage here, yeah? I don't think we're saving these to use with a Dark Orb. So we'll save some really nice defense. Go for the eyes won't do anything if it's not attacking. And it costs 0, so there's no reason not to hold it. Okay. So this thing is going to attack every turn for the rest of the fight. So genetic algorithm will be good on a big attack turn. Let's get a card from our deck. Let's take Glacier. So we are blocked for 11. We can get a strike in there. Okay, this is a good turn for genetic algorithm. So we are blocked for 19. We could play a defend to block for 1, but I'd rather play a streamline, get its health a little lower. Thanks, Tora. Alright, Barrage will deal 18, then Strike. Blessing the Forge is nice with Runic Pyramid because it upgrades a bunch of cards. I'm gonna get rid of Fear Potion. Actually, Fear Potion is better than Strength Potion. Turbo, better than usual with Runic Pyramid, especially since it's upgraded. So it's going to give us a bunch of energy right now. It adds a card into our discard, a status that gives us less energy later. But here's the thing about Turbo. Turbo will let us play Echo Form and still play other cards, which really mitigates one of the big downsides of Echo Form. Toy Ornithopter is a bunch of healing, really nice. Card removal is not as good as it used to be because all of our strikes and defends are way better than they used to be. Frozen Eye is fascinating. With Frozen Eye and Runic Pyramid, you get to plan every turn way in advance because you can see every card you're going to draw and you can hold on to every card you draw. But I really don't want to play fights that thoughtfully. I don't think we need card draw right now, and Glacier is currently doing all the Frost Orb generation we need, so let's take a little bit of healing. This will let us take more aggressive paths. So with the knowledge that we can heal a bunch, I might kind of want to take a 3 elite path here. I mean, with Serpent Head, there's an extra 150 gold for going a 3 event path, but elite fights are going to give us more value than 150 gold, because it gives us 3 relics. Okay, so we can Turbo, Echo Form. That's a thing we can do. We want to make that weak? Yeah. Okay. So we could Genetic Algorithm, and that's really strong. But what if we went for the eyes? And then just took 5 damage. I'm pretty okay with that. Now we can hold on to a bunch of really good stuff. We can hold on to Turbo till we need it, and our first card is going to be played twice. So let's get... We could do a good strike, kill one of them, strike again, kill it, all that. I'd like to just get a couple zaps in play. So Beam Cell plus Strike will kill that, and then we can defend the other one. I think it seems like a good idea to kill one of them. We'll find out how well Recursion does. And we're probably going to draw Doom and Gloom, Glacier, or Streamline, some pretty expensive cards. Sweeping Beam also draws another card. So what I mean to say is we'll probably have ways to spend a lot of energy productively next turn. And that's pretty good with Turbo. Okay, so Streamline twice, deals 28 damage, channels 2 dark, thanks to Echo Form. And I think that's pretty good. So it'll kill that one. And okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're only gonna do 2 of these right now. I'm okay keeping recursion and dual cast because we're not going to start a new draw pile. Sweeping Beam is 12 damage to all enemies, then we could Streamline to finish that. I think that's pretty good. We could also Streamline twice and then Sweeping Beam once, but this deals 12 to the others and kills one thing, or deal 6 to the others and kill one thing. I think there's a clear superior option. I'm totally okay holding onto a Glacier to double play. So let's just get a Streamline. And we are holding this genetic algorithm until the moment we desire it. So we will start a new draw pile, which means we're not going to draw any of these cards again. A little unfortunate. Let's just get a genetic algorithm stacked up. I think we're in good shape to murder here. Let's recur that and dual cast that. And yep, we have not played Turbo yet, but it's there if we need it. There isn't anything left in our deck that cares how we finish a fight, so let's just finish the fight. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, so now with Serpent Head, we can go to a lot of question marks and get a lot of money and get a lot of events. Snickle Oil. Randomize the cost of cards in your hand. Pretty bad if you get bad randomized costs and you have to keep them in your hand. Charge Battery can be good. It lets you get energy next turn, and it's just front-loaded block. That said, we have a genetic algorithm, a Seek, and Runic Pyramid, so the odds that we have one of those on the turn where we want to block a lot are pretty good. We could Cool-Headed just for card draw. I haven't yet had issues with card draw. I could see it becoming a problem in the future. Or we could just keep our deck pretty small. Honestly, with all these upgraded strikes and defends, our deck's looking good. Here's the thing. If your deck is full of a bunch of bad cards, then the more good cards you add, the better odds you have of drawing better cards. So taking a Charge Battery is always better than an unupgraded defend. So usually, if your strikes and defends are terrible, adding just about anything improves the average quality of your deck. But when your strikes and defends are okay, do we want to add average cards? Or do we want to just focus on really good cards? Because we've already got really nice average cards. Like, every card in this deck is serving a function. Strike, like, they're meh, but they're getting stuff done. And they're helping us in short, like, low health fights. They're helping us kill little things. Defends, 8 block for 1 energy is just not bad. Turbo, Echo Form, Glacier, Seek, Genetic Algorithm, Doom and Gloom, Barrage. These are all really useful for a deck. Go for the eyes. Dual Cast Recursion, Doom and Gloom, nice combo. Beam Cell isn't doing that much for us. I think let's skip here. Let's upgrade. Seek upgrade is really nice. You get 2 cards that you really like. Energy upgrade, not bad. Echo Form upgrade is... It was better once we got Runic Pyramid, and it was worse once we got Turbo, because Runic Pyramid made it more likely we might want to hold it and play it on a turn the enemy's just blocking, but Turbo made it more likely we might want to just play it and do our whole turn. So let's upgrade Seek, because if we put 2 cards from our draw pile into our hand, we could draw Echo Form and Turbo and just play them. For like, we play Seek, and then we have a net loss of 0 energy to play the other 2. Okay. Let's zap first. Glacier. And I'm going to defend here. It's going to attack every turn, and I might want to go for the eyes later. Because we can full block without go for the eyes right now. Alright, this is a good turn for Echo Form. We always beam cell here, right? Do we ever upgrade all our cards? I think that might actually be pretty good. We've got a lot of use. Streamline upgrade, beam cell upgrade. It's really just those two, isn't it? Recursion upgrade and dual cast upgrade are good for energy. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's draw a card, see what we get. Okay, so we're not going to block for a lot this turn, but because we had that weak, it's going to be 1 times 3, so we don't have to worry about blocking here. Let's add a void into our discard and get Echo Form in play. I might want to dual play Streamline in the future, because 30 times 2 is no joke. This is 27, which is less than Streamline. Let's just do all that. I could also dual cast here to take not very much damage, but I want to save dual cast and keep a Frost Orb in front. Looking pretty good. Okay, so Seek would draw 4 cards. And we've got our Echo Form. So if we defend, and then that blocks for 4, so that'd be 12. So that's 60 damage. Then we can defend, and you know what? We can totally just dual cast here, even though it only blocks for 1 damage. Because next turn, we are going to Echo Form onto Genetic Algorithm. It is not going to get through that, I don't care what it does. So 30 and then 33, so now our Genetic Algorithm blocks for 36, and we finish the fight. Molten Egg, whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. Fire Potion, deal 20 damage once. That's always good. Hologram. Hologram could be really nice for getting some of these cards back. We don't need Hologram to get cards that we've discarded, because Runic Pyramid lets us just save stuff. So we're never going to need to Hologram to get Genetic Algorithm, because if we've drawn it, it's in our hand until we play it. But we might want to Hologram to get back something like a Go for the Eyes. Something like Go for the Eyes, something like a... maybe a Zap, maybe a Recursion, maybe a Dual Cast, maybe a Turbo. Hologram Turbo offers a lot of potential. Shuriken, every time you play 3 attacks, gain 1 strength. Really nice. Especially with these 0 cost attacks we do have. I am totally fine with just getting Echo Form in play here. No point in Go for the Eyes, because we're only taking 2 damage. I am so glad we lost 7 max HP to get that rare relic at the start. Okay, what does that bring that down to? Too much. We could do Turbo to get up to 9 energy, and then we could Glacier, Hologram, Glacier, Streamline. That blocks a lot. Or we could just Glacier twice. That seems like it makes more sense. We can still Turbo if we want to play more stuff. Let's definitely make that weak. So that's 8, 16, and then another 18 is 34 damage coming in. We've currently blocked for 25. So that'll bring us to 33. Or we could Hologram for Zap. And Zap will evoke a Frost Orb to do 3 extra blocks. So basically Hologram and Defend plus block for the same amount here. Let's go ahead and Beam Cell that. It would be really nice to Shuriken, so actually let's bring back Go for the Eyes. Let's make one of these weak. This thing, it has Angry, so whenever we hit it with attacks, it's going to get stronger. This one does not, so let's, and they're both attacking for 8, so let's make this one weak. Now we get 1 strength, we're blocked for 30, which is most of what we want. I'm totally fine taking 1 damage here and saving Turbo. Oh no, 1 damage. Whatever shall we do? Okay, we're getting attacked for 14. We're blocked for 6 already. Let's do a big streamline. I'd really like to have Doom and Gloom's Barrage Sweeping Beam. But what you gonna do? Oh yeah, Hologram is also good for getting back Streamline after it costs 0. You know what? This thing is going to block and buff on all of these. I really want to kill these. So let's just do that. 7 damage will not quite kill that. We could turbo to kill it. We are getting a strength, but let's save turbo. If we turbo this turn, we could get 9 energy, which is a bunch of energy, and that is a lot of attack. This blocks for 5 each time you do it, so it's worse than Defend Plus here. We're getting attacked for 36 and so 47. So if we blocked for just defend, 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 that'd deal 8, 8, 8, and Echo Form for another 8, so that'd be 32 and 38. But we're going to attack for 47, so that's not going to do it without a little help from Turbo. But I don't think we need to double play Turbo. We could. We could also, yeah, we could also just double strike, or double sweeping beam actually. So double sweeping beam takes that out. It only draws us 1 card, but it's pretty useful there. Now we can block for bop, bop, and we'll turbo to block a little more. So 24, we're blocked for 30. Let's full block here, and let's go ahead and gain 1 strength. Awesome. Shuriken, really good with Runic Pyramid, because you can save your cheap attacks to play all in the same turn. What do we want to play twice here? We do Barrage twice, and then just Strike, Strike. I think I'm fine with that. We could also Hologram to get Barrage back once, but I think Strike, Strike makes more sense. Next turn we can probably Genetic Algorithm, just double play that, then the following turn we can do some big murdering. Okay, we drew our Voids, we only have 2 energy this turn. They are not attacking us for very much, but we are going to block for a tremendous amount anyway. If I get 2 cards, I can get Turbo and Streamline. No, I can just get Beam Cell and Streamline, and that will finish the fight quite effectively. Awesome. I'm glad I picked up that Beam Cell now. It's just a 0-cost attack that we can play with Shuriken. That's one thing about building a deck in this game, is you never really know what direction it's going to go later. Like, I didn't know I was going to get Runic Pyramid, but there was a little while where Beam Cell wasn't doing anything for us, but it was never, at the time we saw it, it was good enough, and it had potential to get better. Then towards the end of Act 1, it didn't really fit with what we were doing. We're like, oh, do we still want this? But now, we have Runic Pyramid to play 0-cost cards a bunch, and we have Shuriken that really benefits from playing cheap attacks, and also really benefits from Vulnerable with all that strengths, so I'm really glad we added it. Okay, we could do a Rainbow to channel a little bit of everything. Not everything, it doesn't channel Plasma, but the 3 main things. Do we really want that, though? We have 1 way to channel a Dark Orb, and frankly, I'm fine with that. We can kill enemies through strength, too. We could take another Turbo, but unupgraded Turbo, 2 energy, lose 1 is much less interesting than 3 energy, lose 1 later. Recursion, I don't think we need another. Let's keep our deck slim, trim, and powerful. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Streamline, or maybe Beam Cell. An extra Vulnerable is pretty good. I think an extra Vulnerable is likely to deal more than that, but we can also always save Streamline to save Beam Cell to play with Streamline. Could go for the Echo Form upgrade. Glacier is just a good defensive upgrade, but again, we have a Genetic Algorithm, a small deck, and Runic Pyramid, so we're pretty safe on that front. I'm going to take Beam Cell. Thunderstrike doesn't really work with our deck. It doesn't really work with mini decks at all. We could take some more block. Boot Sequence is not nothing, because an innate 0-cost block card is, you know, you just have it whatever turn you need it. And that's pretty cool with our deck. We could also get a membership card. We're going to have a bunch of money. I'm really sad that we can't Bottled Lightning, because starting every fight with Seek in our hand would be incredible, because then we could always Seek into Turbo and Echo Form. So for 240 gold, we could just play Echo Form turn 1 every fight without spending any energy. That would be cool. Art of War is nice. I don't care about Leap. So membership card is going to be great for future stores, and we are going to get a bunch of money with Serpent Head. So it's Boot Sequence or membership card. I think I'm just going to get membership card. We could get a Leap. I don't think we need a Leap. On we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and get Echo Form Turbo Plus. You know, we didn't even really need to play Turbo Plus. I just kind of did it out of habit. Okay. Let's get some Frost Orbs going. Okay. So what do we need to block here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we play Hologram, we could get Zap back twice. We could get Turbo back. Well, no, we could get Zap and Turbo. Or Turbo and Glacier. Or just Turbo once. I'm down to do a bunch of damage this turn. Let's just do some blocking and chill for a sec. So we'll Beam Cell, we will go for the ice. So we're being attacked for 18. Now we can fully block, or we could take a 1 damage to play a third attack. Or we could just fully block and get another... More weak is probably better than more vulnerable. I'm gonna get more weak. So we get our strength from Shuriken. We are fully blocked. And do a little more damage here. Neato. Get attacked for 18 again. So these block for 12, then that's 16. And if we evoke one of them, it's actually, so 7 plus 12 is 19. That's plenty. Let's get a couple of Dark Orbs. The other nice thing is we no longer have that Lightning Orb, so it's at low health, but it will not die until we are ready for it to die. So next turn, we can just double Genetic Algorithm, get it up from 42 to 45 and 48. Nice. And finish it with... You know what? We want to start with Happy Flower on getting energy on turn 1 next fight, so we're just going to wait it out this turn. Next turn we can do a big dual cast. So now Happy Flower is at 2, so Happy Flower, every 3 turns gain energy. Now Happy Flower is stacked at 2. Do any of these. Another Beam Cell? Maybe. But maybe not. Another Sweeping Beam is more card draw. Another Cold Snap is more Frost. But honestly, these do things we can already do. I don't think we need any more common attacks. I think we want things like Powers and Relics. Okay, let's see what we can think about here. If we Seek, we could get... We can definitely block this turn. So that's 24, and we're only being attacked for 20. So I think we definitely want Echo Form. If we get Genetic Algorithm, we just have it when we want it. Or Glacier. Glacier blocks for a bunch next turn. So let's block here. Dump, bump, bump. Let's just get a Recursion out of the way. Next turn we can Glacier a bunch. Or we could Doom and Gloom to kill that. Or we could Genetic Algorithm. Block for a ton. I think we'll save that. So this will block for everything we need. So if we kill that, it will make us vulnerable, and this will go from 7 to, I think, either 10. So vulnerable means 50% more damage. So half of 7 is 3.5. So it goes to either 10 or 11, depending how it rounds. Either way, we are fully blocked. So let's just Barrage to get rid of that. Okay, it goes to 10. So it rounds down for everything. Applying a bunch of weak seems nice, but we could also just Streamline. So that deals 30, then we make it weak. And it's 25% less of 18 is gonna be what? Down to like 14? So then if we defend, we're doing good. Or we can hologram back turbo. Yeah, let's get a couple streamlines in. Get that out. Okay. It rounds down in the good way for us here. So I was thinking like 25% of 18 is going to be 4.5, right? Because 4 times 4 is 16, so another 0.5 times 4 is going to get you to 18. So subtracting 4.5, bring it to 13.5, and then it rounds down. The thing I wasn't sure about is maybe it rounds 4.5 down to 4, then subtracts that, so 18 minus 4 is 14, but it's 13. So 8 plus that, plus 6 is going to fully block for us. So that's all we need to do. Okay. I would really love to have more orb slots for all this frost. I would really love to have more focus. We have kept this focus potion for a long time because it's just going to be really good eventually. I mean, it basically doubles your frost orb usefulness. I'm not really worried about blocking this turn when it's only attacking for 9. We could channel a bunch of dark. Make it vulnerable. And if we just strike, that's... Oops, that's lethal. We don't want to kill it yet. But we do want to get it pretty low on health. Let's get back like a beam cell. So 9 damage. Now we can Genetic Algorithm to block next turn. Our Happy Flower is at 1. We have 99 block. That's a pretty good amount of block, and hey, it's 101. And we can strike. So, we have finished with our Happy Flower on a good number, lots of health. Reinforced Body is nice. Static Discharge is an interesting power, and it works really well with Tori. It works kind of against your normal Doom and Gloom and stuff, but I think it is a good way to... Is Static Discharge a better way to kill bosses than just saving a Dark Orb forever? I think saving a Dark Orb forever might be more reliable, and if we take Static Discharge, we can't control when our Dark Orb goes away. Double Energy is going to be a lot better with Runic Pyramid, because Double Energy is basically a turbo that doesn't put a curse in your deck. Or sorry, not a curse, a status. Reinforced Body is really good with turbo as well, because extra energy for an X cost card means X is bigger, more block, and it's a good upgrade. So it's between Double Energy, which can be really good with Echo Form. Yeah, I like Double Energy. And let's upgrade. Not a lot of upgrades left. This goes to 0, and then that's big. So now at this point, we're getting ways to get a bunch. We have double cards. We have 2 ways to get a bunch of energy. So we're starting to get to the point where we could actually play all of the cards in our hand. So pretty soon we're going to start looking for card draw. We've got Sweeping Beam and Seek. I think it's time to start looking for big card draw. So now I would totally take a Cool-Headed Plus. Okay. We've got our Genetic Algorithm in our opening hand. Seems pretty awesome. we want to get an Echo Form in play. We want to get a Doom and Gloom, but I kind of want to double play that next turn after it summons all those enemies. So let's get an Echo Form. Double Doom and Gloom and Sweeping Beam is a lot of AoE damage. But I can also just Sweeping Beam now. I don't think I need a Turbo yet, because I could double Doom and Gloom, then Turbo to defend a bunch. Genetic Algorithm is a pretty good block card at this point. Okay, 18, 25, 32. If we double our energy twice, it's going to go to 6 and then 12. And that's a lot, right? That might be more than we even want. But it's kind of fun. Let's do double Doom and Gloom. I think we can block for 32 with all of our energy stuff without playing Genetic Algorithm. So let's deal 28 to everything and get a bunch of stuff. Okay. So we're getting attacked for 14, 18. I would like to Seek for the weak. If we're going to take Beam Cell, let's go ahead. If we're going to take Go for the Eyes, let's take Beam Cell. Glacier is also good. Do we need to get a block card? Defend, Hologram, Defend isn't that incredible, so let's just take Go for the Eyes. And let's get a Defend out of our deck. So, Go for the Eyes, that's a third attack, so that gets Shuriken going, and now we can Defend, Turbo, Defend. We're being attacked for 13, 20, 27. So that's 21, so we will want to get back another Defend. We could also get the Void just to get it out of our deck. But I'm okay with full block and get 2 Dark Orbs stacking. Okay, still attacking this turn. Let's... I think we want to double Defend. Would we want to double energy here? Yeah, because then we can full block, kill both of these, and do a bunch of stuff. We're not going to be able to use all the energy, but we'll make something out of it. Okay, so let's Beam Cell here. Strike. Streamline. Now this does 11 damage, that kills that. Strike, strike, block, block. We're gonna get Recursion next turn, so we could get some Dark Orb action. Cool. Exciting. Okay, so our first card gets played twice. I mean, Barrage is just 72 damage. That seems good. Then we could Zap. Recursion. And Dual Cast. So now it's at pretty low health. And we've got full block. So I mean, just double Genetic Algorithm is always full block. Even if it makes us vulnerable and weak and frail, it's not attacking this turn. So we can totally just focus on blasting it. We could Hologram to get back Recursion and Dual Cast, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do have hand space for it. So let's get back Dual Cast and Recursion. We could also get back Hologram. That's kind of funny. Okay. Yep, I'm okay with that. Next turn, Dual Cast might kill some of the little ones, but next turn we can also guaranteed do a big Genetic Algorithm while this continues to get bigger. Let's save the Go for the Eyes. Okay. I think if we do this turn, this goes to 36. And it does not quite kill all of them, but after Sweeping Beam it will. So let's block for a bunch. Let's go for the Eyes, Sweeping Beam, and Strike. Now we got a bunch of strength. We can almost certainly kill that in a variety of ways. If we empty out our hand, we will draw stuff that will definitely kill it. Yeah, 1 Streamline twice will totally kill it. You know what, actually, our Happy Flower is at 2. This has a pretty good odds to just kill the big one. Yeah, let's do that. So our Happy Flower is at 2. Our genetic algorithm has been stacked twice. Ooh, okay. Multicast is incredible with a zillion energy and echo form. So we can double energy, so that'll bring us to 12 energy, then we can multicast and evoke an orb a zillion times. On the other hand, Biased Cognition is perhaps the best defect card there is. This is a really tough choice. On the one hand, this makes our Dark Orbs just ridiculous. If you have a Dark Orb that deals 30 damage, but you do it 12 times, that's 360 damage, and you have not even charged that Dark Orb that long. On the other hand, the Dark Orb charges better this way. I think Biased Cognition is the better pick. I think Multicast has really fun potential, so I'm going to do that. Okay, no more upgrades, no more potions, or remove 2 cards. I like these potions, and there are cards I want to upgrade. On the other hand, we've upgraded just about every card we want to upgrade. Still. Would good potions help us more than more upgrades? I think good upgrades will help us more than more potions, especially because this helps us in a tough, like, just need to kill an enemy fight. This helps us when we need to do a bunch of damage. This helps us against, like, really late game enemies. Let's take Sozu. You know, I used to think Sozu was perfect, because who needs potions? You can't count on them all the time, but I've slowly started to realize potions are very good. Okay, so lots of question marks is good. We have membership card and serpent head, so I think we kind of want to go to every shop. So we go to shop. Here's 2 elites. Campfire, shop. Elite? We could go to a bunch more events. Let's start here, though. Okay. Yeah, I want card draw. Wait a second. If I seek for turbo, our energy will go to 8, and then I could double it to 16. Then I could multicast and evoke this lightning orb 16 times. So that is 8 damage 16 times. That's a lot of damage, right? I don't think it's enough to kill all of these, and besides, even if it did, we don't want that. So that's not what we're going to do. We're just going to take Echo Form and Glacier. Not what we're going to do, but it's exciting, right? Double energy doesn't do much here, so let's end our turn. Okay, so against these things, those thorns are a big threat to playing attacks twice at the start of the turn. I think we're going to want to kill these things with Dark Orbs. They don't attack for much, so if we have a Dark Orb and just chillax and block a bit, we're doing pretty good here. So now we'll take 10, which is totally fine. We don't want a Sweeping Beam, though. I think we can just Barrage, knock that thing out. Alright, now we're in pretty good shape. So we're going to get attacked for maximum 18 a turn, and they will die eventually. So we are pretty safe. Let's just Recursion twice. So now we are blocked this turn. Next turn we can Genetic Algorithm to block a ton. Or I could Hologram to get a defend back. Maybe do that next turn, but it's fine. Okay, so we can definitely kill with a Dark Orb that we multicast. But we want to do a Happy Flower thing. So this turn it's on 0. We are fully blocked. This turn it is on 1. We are... I mean, they're not attacking, but we're fully blocked. And the next turn, we can multicast for 120 damage twice. Or we could do it for 120. Sorry. Let me see. 30 times 16, 480 damage. That'll do it. Oh, I'm glad we took multicast. It's too fun. Self-repair is a nice way to make sure we stay at good full health. But we haven't been taking damage. Self-repair is really good with Echo Form because you get to play it twice, you heal for twice as much, and it lets you make riskier choices. But self-repair isn't good against the heart, and I think we're okay going without it. We could claw just as a zero-cost attack, which is good for shuriken, but I don't think we're using shuriken as our main way to kill big enemies. We're using multicast to kill big enemies, and I don't think claw is very fast at killing small enemies, so sorry claw. No claw today. Ooh, Mind Bloom. Okay, this is a very real option. So upgrade all cards you can no longer heal is great. That said, we only have a few unupgraded cards, so it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades. And none of those are the most important upgrades. Those are all upgrades that we decided were our lowest priority. So that would be good, but our deck is fairly small. 24 cards, like a couple runs ago, I won with like a 43 card deck, and our deck isn't done yet, but still, let's say it gets to like 28. It's a long way from 40. So it's either a rare relic or get 2 normality. So on the one hand, we can go to a shop here and remove one of them. On the other hand, it's a really bad curse. And we've already got a ton of money in membership card. And since we don't have the courier relic, we don't know that we'll be able to spend all of that. So I think we just take the usual default option, fight a boss from Act 1, get a rare relic. We pretty much always do that for Echo Form. Yep. Let's get Genetic Algorithm. So we got that in play. We'll get Shuriken active. Good turn. So turn 1, we don't have to do anything. This turn we don't have to do anything, but we could just channel a bunch of Frost. That way our Lightning Orb will not kill it before we want it to. And that's something we desire. Let's get it down to a little lower health. Yeah, that's fine. So killing it is not going to be a problem. It's just about ending with Happy Flower on 2. So it attacks every 3rd turn. So if we block this turn, which we will with Genetic Algorithm, then we want to kill it 2 turns from now. I think we can totally kill it with Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom deals 30, then Barrage, Hologram Barrage, double energy. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have any trouble, so let's just wait a couple of turns. We do have a multicast, that's exciting. Yeah, Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom's out. Let's just get some of these out of our hands so we can get more cards. Cool. Yeah, let's take a Beam Cell. Okay, so this turn nothing happens. It's going to add a bunch of slimes into our discard pile. We are never going to reshuffle our deck and draw more cards. Happy Flower is at 1. Now Happy Flower is at 2. And we are here to just wreck its day. Bump. 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 Oh yeah, this is nice. So let's deal 6 damage 4 times. Wow, what a great multicast. Captain's Wheel, extra block on turn 3. Nice. Cool-Headed is exactly the kind of card I was saying I might want. Now that we can spend so much energy, we can finally draw a bunch of cards. And this is really 544 gold after membership cards, so just going to the shop is so good here. We could get another genetic algorithm. Consume would be great if we had any way to get orb slots. You know what? I kind of want an orrery here. Nah. So orrery lets you look at 5 cards. Chill is not bad. It gives us a strong turn 1. But I think we're doing okay. Take another go for the eyes. We could take a lot of claws. Claws make other claws better, but the thing is, claws are already very bad. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure that any of this makes our deck better. Maybe rebound. It lets us control what we're playing, so we could rebound into cool-headed, we could rebound into turbo, multicast, or honestly, we could just have only the really good cards. We don't want any of these, I don't think. Barrage is nice, it's a good way to deal a lot of damage to big bosses with Shuriken, but again, we have Dark Orbs and multicast. So I think to beat the heart, all we're really trying to do is just channel a bunch of Dark Orbs and just multicast them over and over. Recursion does help us do that. But I don't think we need 2 copies of it in the deck is the thing. I think we really need focus and orb slots, and we are just not getting them. And I am okay just saying no to all of these, because our deck is good. Healing. A little bit of healing, just in case. Why not? I don't think we need Regal Pillow. Let's save our money. Panache has potential, but, you know, 10 damage to all enemies is just not much compared to the other stuff we're pumping out. I think it's a little late for Ball Lightning. Alright, it's time to remove a strike. Nope, I still don't want any of these. Spent all that gold for an orrery, didn't take a single card. Okay, falling. We get to lose double energy, which kind of hurts. Lose Echo Form, definitely no way. So lose Sweeping Beam. I think losing Sweeping Beam is pretty okay. It draws 1 card and does AoE damage, but it also costs 1 card to get it. I like double energy with multicast. Let's shrink our deck even more. So our deck is down to 23 cards. Yikes, we could have a lot of energy one of these turns. Well, we definitely want to do that. So we're being attacked for 19. We're gonna draw some stuff. Let's hologram. That way, even if we really don't like what we got, we can always, from cool-headed, we can always draw more cards. Echo Form into Doom and Gloom seems pretty good. Let's draw some more cards so that we can block. Do we want 3 more energy this turn? Honestly, I think we're pretty set for the rest of the fight. If we can just get through this first turn. So we're being attacked for 19, this will block for 13, then 4 is a bunch. We would take 1, but we also have Blood Vial, so that really doesn't matter at all. Seems good to me. Let's just play Doom and Gloom now. That a little lower. Get a recursion. And what do you know, we're fully blocked after all. Cool. Alright, what do we want to play twice here? So this does not quite kill that. We are being attacked for a bunch. Let's just genetic algorithm. Get it done with. And we can zap, and so next turn that'll be 18 a bunch of times. So 4 times and then twice. So 8 times 18 is going to kill most of these. If we can get this down to below 36, it only takes 2. And if we can get this down below 18, it only takes 1. So yeah, it takes 2 evokes to kill that, 1 evoke to kill that, 2 evokes to kill that. None of them are blocking. And Happy Flower will be on the right number. Oh no, wait. Multicast doesn't evoke the same orb. It evokes that orb 4 times, Then when Echo Form plays it again, it evokes the Frost Orb 4 times. Whoops. Well, that blocked for a bunch anyway. Good reminder for me to be good at my stuff. Do I want to delay 2 more turns just to get Happy Flower on the right number? Or do I want to just end the fight? We are fighting an elite next. Having extra energy on turn 1 is probably relevant. It is really hard. It's kind of hard not to kill things this turn. Let's get some Glacier action going on. Yeah, again, if we cool-headed right now, it will evoke the Lightning Orb and it will just kill that thing. We could do it this turn now. Maybe you should have saved the Glacier to play twice. Okay, we're being attacked for 18, 28. I don't think that's a problem. Doom and Gloom will be a good way to kill a bunch of them next turn. Let's make sure they're low on health. And let's make sure we're fully blocked. So 20, 25. I mean, they don't have to all live, right? And that's 21, so that gets that pretty low. Alright, cool. We probably draw Doom and Gloom next turn, but if not, we can just kill them with strikes. So, we do get to get Happy Flower on the right number for that elite fight. And, I mean, we could just... why not multicast? Take another shot at it. Get him Lightning Orb. Colorless Potion. Can't take it. Force Field. Costs less for each power card, but we don't have any powers. Chill. We've already looked at Chill and decided we don't need it. Or Equilibrium. Block card that retains our hand. Our hand retains every turn. Thanks to Runic Pyramid, so no thanks. Elite Fight. Alright, this seems like a good one for Dark Orbs. So we are going to take 1 here, and I am totally fine with that. So now we just need to get a Dark Orb, get it charged up real good, and blast the Giant Head. Alternatively, we could totally kill it with attacks here. Let's do Streamline, Streamline, Strike, Strike. That gets us a Strength, deals a bunch of damage. This turn we get Captain's Wheel. Let's get a couple of Dark Orbs. And we have double energy multicast in our future. Do I want to clear hand space? No, let's just dual cast. So multicast could do both of these, or it could just do one of them real big. I mean, turbo double energy is big potential indeed. Let's just keep blocking for a little bit. Do a little more damage. So Happy Flower is at 0, so we'll want to block for 2 more turns. Then these will be pretty big, and multicasting them over and over will, I think, do a lot. So this is... we can block for 24 that way. Okay, let's block a bunch this way. Draw some cards. Now our whole discard is in our draw pile for Seek. And we can seek out another Defend. Yep, 2 more Defends does it. So we can grab a Defend and a... I don't know. Streamline. Right, doesn't matter. Alright, we were fully blocked. Oh, whoops, we were supposed to Genetic Algorithm that turn. I guess Happy Flower is going to wait a little longer. Or, yeah, we're going to fight another elite after this. Happy Flower is good. But we don't have a ton of ways to block. Let's genetic algorithm this turn. Having Happy Flower on 1 is something I'm pretty okay with. That's a bunch of damage. Alright. I can work with that. Can we block for 40 this turn without killing it? Yes, if we Glacier. But then... can we kill it the following turn with Dark Orbs? Okay, so it's attacking for 40, but that's actually 30 after weak. We can block for 30, no problem. We have a Recursion. So we could get those Dark Orbs protected. Okay. I think this works, right? So we can Recursion, Recursion, go for the eyes. So if we Glacier now, we'll have 1 Dark Orb at the front, and with Multicast, that's no issue. So Glacier blocks for 5, plus 7 is 12, plus 2 Frost is 16. Then 2 of these fully blocks. Cool. So we can at least have Happy Flower on 1. I'm not seeing a lot of good ways to fully block this turn. Unless we did a big multicast on a Frost Orb. That's kind of fun, actually. I don't think Happy Flower on 2 is that important, but it's kind of fun to try and make it work. I like the puzzle, because I know I can win this fight pretty easily at this point. If I dual cast twice, that'll deal 72 damage and block a little. And then I can evoke a Frost Orb a bunch of times. And then I can kill it with barrages. I can definitely deal 70 damage with barrages. So 16 energy is more than enough to fully block this thing, but let's just do 10 energy. Cool. Let's make it... So we could just evoke a bunch, or we could even zap, and then fully block, and the next turn, well, we used our multicast, but we could still hologram it. Yeah, that works. Cool. So next turn, we double energy, then we hologram multicast, and we go to town. Or we just kill it with attacks. You know what? We haven't killed anything with attacks in a while. I think attacks deserve a chance to shine. Get him, Barrage. You looked so strong when we got that Shuriken Barrage, but then we got Multicast and... sorry. Darkness helps our Dark Orbs happen a little faster. I might be interested in Darkness just because our Dark Orbs are great, but we don't have any way to make them grow faster, and this lets us grow faster. We can hologram it to grow them even faster. Let's give it a shot. Okay, Courier. This is really good. We can take the Sapphire Key later, so now we have Courier and membership cards, so 50% discount, and then a further 20%, and we can keep buying stuff. So we want money. Okay, being attacked for 18. This might be a good fight for a Fire Potion. We always want to Echo Form, right? But let's see what we draw. I don't think we want to multicast here. We want to save multicast for Darkness. We could just genetic algorithm here, but we don't kill next turn. So if we don't kill either of them, and we just defend, then they're attacking for 18, so we just take 8. We haven't taken damage in a while. We just don't have any way to draw cards. We have some cards in our deck that would solve this really well, but we don't have them. And we want to genetic algorithm on the big attack, not to block 8 damage. So I guess we just get hit a little bit. I will turbo here, because I want to get defend out. I want to get streamline on one of these suckers. Could be a fire potion here just to block 8 damage, but we don't get any more potions ever. I don't think that's priority. Maybe we just get started killing the main one. Because our best way to kill the rest of these is with, like, Doom and Gloom. 8 damage, yowza. So much. So we could genetic algorithm now. Unless we can kill all of these and block 30. So if we Doom and Gloom, Hologram, Doom and Gloom, we could play Doom and Gloom twice if we add extra energy. That kills all of them. So we can have 16 energy if we want this turn. So Doom and Gloom, Hologram, Doom and Gloom does it. But that blocks for 5 and 10. So we're blocked for 10, 18, and then this goes from 30 down to less than 30. That doesn't quite do it, does it? But if we dual cast that, that blocks for an extra 5. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Okay. So, we get a Stick Glacier. But we want to play Doom and Gloom twice to kill all the little buddies. So, Doom and Gloom. Dual cast to get that extra block off of there. Hologram. Cool-headed is nice, but we want Doom and Gloom back. Doom and Gloom. Go for the eyes. Defend and barrage. That was a complicated turn. But we kept our genetic algorithm. And we've got a bunch of Dark Orbs charging. We could actually totally just kill this turn. Yeah, we killed all the little ones, and 18 times 8 seems like more than 100. But we can also do it next turn. So let's genetic algorithm first. These will get... We won't have 8 energy, but these will also be bigger. And Happy Flower will be at 2. Cool. Alright, so 4 times 24 is a bunch. Okay, so 72 damage. Not quite enough. I don't know why I played it when I knew it wouldn't be enough to kill. I should probably have saved it to play this turn, but looks like I did, doesn't it? You know what? Either this blocks for a bunch, and we can... Well, this does block for a bunch. If these both go to the left, it kills it, and I'm fine with that. If they don't both go to the left, we can chill out another turn, get our Happy Flower back up. So we are being attacked for 26. We're blocking for more than that. We have enough damage in our hand to totally kill it. So let's just relax. Multicast gives us big block 1 turn, and then attacks do it. Yeah, we can kill this directly with attacks. Beam Cell, Strike, Strike does it, so let's do that next turn. Okay. We have double stacked our genetic algorithm, and we have kept pretty full health, mostly. We've kept all our potions, and we've ended with Happy Flower at 2. Excuse me. FTL is interesting. It's a 0 cost attack, but I like Hologram. On 16 energy, Hologram is card draw. It can get us Cool-Headed back for more draw. It can get us other things. And if we have 16 energy, we can just hologram into hologram into hologram for a bunch of block. Max HP is nice, but we want to fight the heart. Oh, upgrade a multicast is good. Echo Form? We have never not played Echo Form the term we got it, and we have never had a hard time doing that. I think multicast, right? We don't need cost reduction because we have card draw issues. Let's make our good Glacier better. Okay, and we are clearly going shopping, so then we'll fight the elite, and we will go to that campfire to recall. Electrodynamics is an interesting power. I really like Compile Driver. It's a bunch of card draw, and it stacks with Shuriken. Okay. We are fighting against Donu Deka. Electrodynamics is good against them, and it's good against the elites, but it's not that good against the heart. Pocket Watch is normally really good, but it's not very good with Runic Pyramid. I'd like to get some Dexterity. I don't think Orichalcum is that relevant. It works well with Frost Orbs. But let's remove a strike. Unfortunately, no matter how much money you have, you can only remove 1 strike per fight. So our deck gets a little smaller and a little better because of that Dexterity. And Dexterity means, finally, our genetic algorithm blocks for a little bit more. Thank goodness. Electrodynamics is really good, but I think we're just killing things with Dark Orbs now. I really want Focus, but we've got Focus at the moment where it's most important. I really want Orb Slots, and there's nothing I can do about Orb Slots. We've just not been offered anything to do Orb Slots. Okay. So we can draw 1 with Compile Driver. Why do we start with 7 energy again? Oh, right. Ancient Tea Set and Happy Flower are giving us 2 energy and another 1, so that's 3, so that's 7. Let's draw a card. Let's draw some more cards. Let's draw some more cards. I mean, we could draw even more cards, but I think we have enough cards now. Let's get a Dark Orb in play and deal 30 damage there. Cool. We have a turbo, and we can hologram, so we can always gain a bunch of block that way. I think we turbo so that we can Echo Form. So defend, blocks for 12, it's 13, 25. I'm okay taking 1 here, right? Yeah, I'm okay taking 1 here. Okay. With Blood Vial, I'm just not that worried about dying 1 damage at a time. Let's recursion that. Then we can Darkness, so that triggers the passive ability of the Dark Orb, which is to say it took it up from 18 to 24. We are blocked. Do a little more damage. So now Happy Flower is at 2. We're just gonna wait. I could even streamline, just double energy just to streamline. Yeah, why not? We've got lethal whenever we want it with multicast. Well, double energy would make multicast better lethal, but still. Okay. So this turn we do nothing, next turn we genetic algorithm, the following turn we can kill with a bunch of multicast. Let's get it a little lower. Okay. Yeah, okay, then the next turn multicast will multicast this for 4 and multicast that for 4, and that will definitely get the job done. Cool. So next turn we get genetic algorithm. What am I going to title this one? Is there an echo in here? That appeals to my sensibilities. Alright, Happy Flowers at 1. And multicast for a bunch. Nice. Compile driver or blizzard or reinforced body. One compile driver is really good. We really like the card draw, and if we have a ton of energy we can just keep drawing cards for a while. But reinforced body lets us just do a really big block with a ton of energy, and I think we want to be able to do that more than once. Genetic algorithm lets us block really big once, but it's good to have multiple ways to do it. Okay, we're getting attacked for 27. We could just hologram a bunch of times. And, ooh, yeah, okay, this is what we're gonna do. 16 energy. Doom and Gloom. Hologram. Ooh, we can even hologram the turbo. Nah, let's hologram the Doom and Gloom. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Then we will just hologram, a hologram, and a hologram, a hologram, and a hologram, a hologram, and hologram, a hologram, and hologram, and hologram, and we could probably stop hologramming the hologram now. So let's hologram a Doom and Gloom. Actually, if we do this, we are at risk of killing them, aren't we? Okay. I'm okay with this. We have Recursion and Barrage to kill them. If we can't block, but if we can block easily, we can just chill. I would like to draw a bunch of cards. I know this will kill one of them, but I accepted this. I accepted that possibility when I took this job. Okay. We are fully blocked thanks to Captain's Wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But the only card we really want to seek for is Echo Form, right? And the other thing we seek for just gets discarded, so let's discard a strike. So Echo Form, and we're fully blocked. This thing does not know how lucky it is to be alive right now. Happy Flower is at 0, so this turn we will block the small way. Next turn we will block the big way. And on the following turn we will end its feeble existence. Bye. Happy Flower has really been doing a lot for us this run. We can take another genetic algorithm. Rebound could be interesting, but I don't think it's actually that good. We already have a Glacier Plus. I don't think we need another. When we've been hologramming, we have not been hologramming to get Glacier Plus back over and over. And sorry, genetic algorithm number 2. It's just a little late to make you big and strong like your older sib. Alright, we're going to keep skipping cards. We're going to keep this small svelte deck. What do we even want to hologram this game? Do we do anything this turn? Let's just apply a bunch of vulnerable and gain 1 strength. Kind of underwhelming. But we have double energy reinforced body, so our block is good for a while. We have Echo Form. Let's get a defend out of the way. No, let's get a dual cast out of the way. Alright. We're fully blocked. We've got an Echo Form going. Darkness seems nice here. Okay, so this would have us 2 Dark Orbs at 6, then 1 at 6 and 2 at 12, or 1 at 6 and 1 at 12? Or no, would this be 2 at 12? Let's see if that triggers itself. So Doom and Gloom twice. Then this. Okay, yes, it triggers itself. So we could have had 1 at 18, but 3 at 12 is fine by me. What do we want in our hand? We could take a hologram to trigger darkness again. And we want to have the genetic algorithm eventually. Okay, cool. So we're not going to kill it this turn. We're not going to kill it next turn. We're not going to kill it the turn after that. We're going to kill it the following turn. So this turn, we make our darknesses very big. Okay, so we've got one at 30 in front. So next turn, that's 36. Then the following turn, that is even more. So double energy multicast will definitely do a lot. Let's block with our worst cards. And we'll streamline, why not? So next turn, we can genetic algorithm. And then, so 42 so this turn we genetic algorithm. Next turn this is at 42. 42 times 16 is more than enough. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why we're playing other cards. We're pretty much set here. Alright, so this goes to 16, or we could go to 7 and 10 and then 20. Okay, so we can deal 840 damage. Let's do that. Elite fights are a little easier. That will be good against the Heart elites. Streamline Plus, nah. Streamline is not an exciting card. Getting Focus would be really good for us, but giving up an Orb slot, I don't know. Then again, we could use that twice to get 6 Focus and just get our Dark Orb down. But I already have Darkness to stack up a Dark Orb faster. I think we skip this. Sorry, Consume Plus. I really want to take you, but I just don't see how it makes sense. Alright, Doni Deca. Let's get our Dark Orb, and then figure out the rest later. So we want Echo Form, we want... Genetic algorithm is safe, right? But I think we can block for a few... yeah, Reinforced Body blocks for 1 turn. Yeah, let's just get Genetic Algorithm to be safe. So, like, Echo Form in play. We might just Reinforced Body this turn. We could go for the eyes with Echo Form. So this blocks for 16 if we play Doom and Gloom first, which is not quite as much as we want to block for. Let's just full block and figure out the rest later. Okay. We need to get a Dark Orb in play. So we'll not make that weak. We just gotta get through these first few turns. Maybe I should have taken double energy Compile Driver. That would have been spicy. It's also totally fine to take damage this fight because we heal up at the end, but I'd like to figure out how we can avoid it. So we can block for 9. We can block for 27 just by playing some defense. And then we can just get a Doom and Gloom in play, and we really want to have that Dark Orb started. Because the goal is to get Dark Orb up to the point where we just kill them all in 1 turn. Okay. I kind of want darkness, but we don't have it. I could save holograms to play darkness and recursion to get big darkness. Let's get that out of our hand. Okay, so now that has its artifact charges gone, so we could make it weak. What do I want a hologram back? Do I? What if I just recursion and then gain a little strength? And normally you want to kill this one first, but we're probably planning to kill both at the same time with multicast. So it's not a huge deal. So we just need to block for a couple more turns. I don't think we actually need to leave Happy Flower on to this fight, because our next combat is going to be against the Act 4 elites. Those elites don't do that much on turn 1, they hit really hard on turn 2 or 3. So we actually want to leave this on any number except 2 this fight. Okay, now what are we double playing? Double play Cool-Headed? Double play Defend? So this would block for 10. We don't really care about drawing a bunch of cards, do we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't even have room to draw them. Let's just get a big defend going. Take a go for the eyes. I do want to draw that darkness. And I'd like to use recursion next turn. And then we can draw a couple of cards. I think this is a fine place to end the turn. So let's look at, okay. Happy Flower is at 1. We don't want it at 2. But hypothetically, if we full blocked this turn, then next turn we could have 16 energy multicast, so 16 times 36 is going to be... okay, so 16 times 30 is 480 plus 96. So 480 plus 96 is a bunch of damage, but not enough to guarantee that we kill both of them, I don't think. So we're not going to try and kill them next turn. Although with Turbo, 20 times 36, 720, that's a pretty good kill, but Happy Flower would be on 2. So if we can fully block without Happy Flower, fully block without Genetic Algorithm this turn, then we can Genetic Algorithm next turn and we're completely safe. So this is a bunch of block. We got also... no, not recursion. Math. So this blocks for 18. Then we can pile driver and see what we get. And if we don't like it, we can genetic algorithm. Realistically, it doesn't really matter to double stack genetic algorithm with Echo Form, because if we're not going to be getting attacked for more than 100 damage in a turn, and we don't have any way to retain block across multiple turns right now. We couldn't kill just this one with attacks this turn, right? No, that seems a little bold. Let's defend. And compile our drive. Okay, we're being attacked for 32. It looks like it is the time to probably pop this. Oh, wait a second. We can recursion to channel that, then we could multicast to block for a good few. So now we can evoke this 4 times. That blocks for 20. Now that's in front. It's not as good as having that one in front. Also, we used our multicast is the one big issue with that. But we have a couple of holograms to get that multicast back. Okay, so if we darkness this, it'll fill that, move this forward, so it'll pop that, and then this will be at, so up to 42, then 48. So then we could dual cast it, and it does a bunch of damage, but it probably doesn't kill either of them. If we Glacier, we give up all our Dark Orbs, and that's pretty rough, because then I don't know how we're going to kill them. So Glacier would actually be a very rough play. Defend is 18, then Glacier is another 11, so that's 29, then the 2 Frost is significant, so 33, but we're going to attack for 38, but we could actually use Tori here. So 30, yeah, let's take 1 damage. It will slightly lower our score at the end of the game, but you know what? If we can kill both of these and leave Happy Flower on 1 and double stack Genetic Algorithm, I don't know what you want from me. Alright, let's get back our multicast. Can we full block without killing it this turn? Well, yeah, obviously we can just Genetic Algorithm. And then next turn, Happy Flower will be on 1. And we will do a big multicast, and it will be very exciting. Cool. Alright, time to do it. 16 times 48 is, I think, gonna be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is enough. Alright, good fight. On to Act 4. Eat it, heart. This has been such a fun multicast deck. I'm really interested in this one. Oh my goodness, and I just saw I got a new subscriber. A commenter who said, "Greetings from Germany." I guess if you're a new subscriber, you might be watching this video. So, hey Mats Kurz, welcome to the channel. I'm recording these in advance. Now you know how much in advance, because whatever day you subscribe to the channel is the day I recorded this. Multicast upgrade I don't think is good here, because usually if we're evoking it for a bunch. Like, evoking for 16 versus 17, I don't think that's a huge upgrade. I think that Reinforced Body is a pretty big upgrade. Alright, last shop. What do you got for me? White Beast Statue is useless. Apotheosis we don't really need. We could amplify. Do we even have any powers? We could amplify Echo Form, and that's it. Wow, I can't believe we have a defect deck that has made it this far with 1 power, no focus, just Dark Orb. Just Dark Orb and Genetic Algorithm and a small deck. This is real fun. Buffer could be useful. Letter Opener does a tiny bit of damage. Okay, Buffer could prevent a big attack from the heart, and if we Echo Form it, it could prevent 2. The heart's multi-attacks we're pretty protected from with Tori, and with Buffer we can save this to play on the turn where we need it, so I think that's good. Heat Sinks, sorry. Let's get rid of our last strike. Sorry, Strike Plus. It was really great to upgrade all of you, it helped a lot, but it wasn't that good. Do we want to replace a strike with a rebound? There are a couple cards that are really good to play 2 turns in a row, like Reinforced Body. Because the thing is with Echo Form, if this is the first card we play, then the card we really want to play doesn't get doubled. And Rebound is really good because if you draw an important card this turn, you can make sure you have it next turn. But with Runic Pyramid, we just don't play it, and we have it. Alright, let's go on here. Fire Potion, I think this is the fight to use it. Just help burst these down. Alright, let's draw some cards. Let's draw some cards. Let's draw some cards. Okay. What do we want to play here? We have Seek. We want to have Genetic Algorithm in our hand, I think. And then we can just get Echo Form. So Echo Form, we could play it this turn. Genetic Algorithm. If we're holding Genetic Algorithm, we are pretty safe. Let's just play the Echo Form. And we don't want to... I mean, we could take 1 damage to play Barrage and get Strength. But I'm vain and prideful, so I would kind of like to take 0 damage if at all possible. Okay, so big attack number 1. 10 times 3 and 18. So 30, 48. I think we can block for 48 without any of those other stuff. Yeah, we have reinforced body, so we could block for 100 right now, because it's 5 times 10, and then it's doubled with Echo Form. We could double buffer, then double energy reinforced body. I'd like to get 2 buffers in play. We do have a Dark Orb stacking, so we're just going to work on that. Okay. So that does not block for enough. So 48, so we want to do 5 energy worth of this. So let's just get that Dark Orb a little closer to the front and block for 50. Cool. Still got those 2 buffer stacks, so we could just not block this turn, and buffer will deal with that. So this turn, let's focus on dealing some damage, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, our hand is full, so if we hologram right now, it's a bit of a waste. We only get 1 card back, so let's go for the eyes twice. Or we could barrage twice. Yeah, it's 30 damage. I think we can just kill this one. Or we could go for the eyes and just block a bunch. I don't think we actually kill it this turn. We are fully blocked. Next turn, Happy Flower will be on 2. So we will have some stuff. So we don't have to multicast next turn. We can Genetic Algorithm. What number do we want Happy Flower on in the Heart fight? The first turn, the Heart just debuffs us, and I think our turn 1 is usually pretty strong. I don't think we need extra energy on turn 1. I'd like extra energy on turn 2 or 3 maybe, so Happy Flower not on 2. Okay. So we could deal 120 damage. And then another 16. So 120 gets us a pretty long way. What can I say? I want to stack Genetic Algorithm. Okay. So next turn, we're going to get extra energy from Happy Flower. So we could deal a bunch of damage with this. They're super blocked, though. So we could deal 28 damage to all enemies. Oh, Turbo is good. Okay. I'm fine with Happy Flower on 0. So if we Turbo, we'll have 11 energy. And yeah. 11 times 36. I mean, 5 each is going to be more than plenty. Do we want to have Happy Flower on 1? I kind of want to have Happy Flower on 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so 36, so it'll block that, and then it'll block the first one of those, and we have buffer stacks for the other two. Okay. Yep, so the first attack is blocked, the second attack is blocked, then it attacks 2 more times, and buffer stacks deal with those. Cool. Alright, so... oh, that's awkward, it gave us Void. But this is going to be more than plenty still. 9 times 42 will do it. Happy Flower is on 1, just like we want. Bronze Scales is really good against the Heart. The Heart is going to attack us with all those big multi-attacks, so... when it attacks for 12 damage, 3 Thorns is 36 free damage to it. Do we want another multicast? Maybe. Because sometimes we want to multicast Frost Orbs for block, and sometimes we want to multicast Dark Orbs for murder. Alright, and we saved our potions. Let's get some focus. Alright, what do we want to play this turn? I would like to get a... I gotta get Echo Form played. But I want to block damage from the other thing first. So next turn, if it does a big attack, we could get it with stop it with Buffer. And if it does the multi-attack, we could stop it with Go for the Eyes, but we can't get both of those and Echo Form. So we want Echo Form and Reinforce Body? I want to save Genetic Algorithm for later in the fight, because the Heart does more and more damage over time. So we'll do Genetic Algorithm once it gets so big we can't block it with anything else. If we get Reinforce Body next turn, it'll play for 4 energy, no, Happy Flower, so 5 energy twice, so that's 100 block. So if we take Reinforce Body next turn, we are definitely safe. Okay, it is getting a big hit on us. Ooh, we are frail, that's right, but this is still 70 block. Minus 2 from Beat of Death, so 68 block. Seems pretty good to me. Let's get another Zap in play. I really want to have a Dark Orb going now, but it just doesn't seem like the time. Okay, 3 times 12. I think I can deal with that. I'll save Buffer for a big attack turn. The awkward thing about Buffer is we can't play it first with Echo Form, because after you play it, you take damage from Beat of Death. Unless you have block, and so when you take damage from Beat of Death, it removes Buffer. So you have to block before you play Buffer, but that means you can't play Buffer twice. Sadness and Despair. I think it's time to get some Dark Orbs started. We're being attacked for 36. If we Darkness, Hologram, and Reinforce Body, we Reinforce Body twice, so that's 14 after the Frail. 14 plus 4 is 18, so that's 32. We're being attacked for 36, but remember, we have Tori, so we actually don't need to worry about blocking this at all. In that case, I'm just going to let Tori do all the blocking for us. I do not mind taking like 8 damage. Let's get a Streamline out of our hand, and get a Compile Driver. Ooh, Weak is good. 2 times 12. So we'll just take a little bit of damage. I mean, we could Turbo to fully block it, but I don't think we need to. We can save the Turbo for a big multicast. So now, instead of gaining 6 per turn, since we have 2 focus, these Dark Orbs are gaining 8 per turn. This wound is going to be our hand until the end of time. I guess we just might as well Fire Potion, right? Because it can only take about 300 damage a turn. So, a turn where we might want to do 300 damage later with Dark Orbs. Yeah. So we'll have to do 2 big Dark Orb splashes to kill it. So let's get it down below 600 health this turn if we can. We could deal 264 damage to it this turn. That seems good, right? And we've got another multicast in our deck. Yeah, I like this plan. We've got Buffer and Genetic Algorithms, then we can just start killing it. Awesome. This is such a fun run. Such interesting math. Only you get focused for one fight. Save these potions forever. Exciting. I'll take a little damage to Turbo twice, right? Okay, so 30 times 8 is going to be 240, which is pretty good. So we get this up to 10 here. We can spend 2 energy on other stuff. So we'll take 2 damage from Beat to Death. Channel some Frost. Let's just make it vulnerable. Now that we're playing attacks. Defend a little bit. 7 damage and a bunch of vulnerable, and 240 damage. Seems pretty good to me. If it does a big attack, we could hologram plus buffer to block the big attack. If it does a bunch of little attacks, we could hologram... Well, if it does a bunch of little attacks, Torai will deal with it, so we can still save Genetic Algorithm for a while. So if we can deal 100 more damage to it without this Dark Orb, we're in good shape. Okay, our hand is full. Let's block a bunch, shall we? How can I deal 100 damage this turn? If I can deal 100 damage this turn, I can probably kill it next turn. But I don't think I can do that, and I know I can block for another couple turns, so maybe I'll just chill. What card would I want back? Streamline isn't... Streamline is a little bit of damage, right? Okay, actually, there's no way I can kill it next turn. No, if I can deal 103 damage this turn, it's under 300, so I can kill it the following turn. Okay. You know what? No rush. I'm happy to say we don't have to kill it that fast. Let's hologram. Let's just get a reinforced body. So another 30 block. Yeah, we can just block the old-fashioned way. If I could double energy Doom and Gloom reinforced body. No, I want to save the double energy for multicast. If I do slimed and then reinforced body, we still block. Cool. Thanks, Frost Orb. Oh, whoops. I forgot about that burn. Okay, we did take 1 damage. 1 times 12, I'm totally fine just letting that happen. We could do a big multicast this turn. Do 297 damage. It's going to deal 36 to itself from bronze scales, though. So really, if we could just deal 70 damage. What if we just did dual cast? That does 70 damage, then we could Doom and Gloom, and I think with double energy multicast, we'll be able to get the next thing going. Cool. So 4 times 12 is 1 times 12, so the first 3 attacks do nothing. Then 9 times 12, so 9 times 1. 1 times 9. So we'll take 9 damage here. Perfectly okay by me. And we can just mortalize it. I don't know why I've started saying mortalize as if it's a thing. It's not a thing. You know what? Let's see how much overkill we can do. Why not? We got a darkness in there. Alright. So we're blocked for 246. I think we're good here. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish it off. Now that it's attacking for more than 5 at once, all of a sudden, 5 times 12 is just 12. 6 times 12 is 72. That's a no good. So what's 16 times 38? Let's find out. The answer is it's more than 238. Good heart fight. I had a lot of fun. I think we should get some more defect on Lex. So I think that run would have gone very differently if we had taken Biased Cognition instead of Multicast there. Multicast got a lot done for us. Let's get some more unlocks. I mean, Biased Cognition would have been very good, but it would have still needed a way to kill bosses. Without that multicast, we might have had to use the Shuriken and get a bunch of strength, and we would have had to take different cards to make that work, whereas here we just got to keep a small deck multicast. I can't believe it worked well to not take Biased Cog. Okay, we get 3 new defect cards. Hyper Beam, deal a bunch of damage to all enemies, lose a bunch of focus. Really good early on. Can be good later on if you don't need focus, but you usually like focus. Exhausting Things lets you make a smaller deck, and gets energy, and Core Surge. 11 damage, and gives you an artifact charge. Well, I'll be happy to discuss those cards more if we end up with a run with them in it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye.